Yun nga sinasabi ko. The goal of your spiritual path is not to be like that. Because if we go back to the scriptures, I have said you are gods and all of you are children of the Most High. We are children of God. We are created with the same energy consciousness as the one ultimate reality or God. Our existence here in this world is actually an expression of the divine. So meaning, kung galing tayo sa divine, we already came from that realm, ba't tayo nagmamadali na bumalik? Haven't you thought of that? Okay, now let me just talk about this real quick. Sa panahon natin ngayon, madami ng instant, di ba? May instant noodles, instant pancit canton, instant coffee, instant food. Lahat na lang siguro, no? Sa mundo ay instant. Meron ng iba nagkaka-instant girlfriend, nagkaka-instant boyfriend through online. Sa Enlightenment din ba at Ascension, pwede ding instant? Now, that's the question that most people are asking me. Ang daming lumalapit sa akin, sinasabi nila, Father Joe, can I join the Ecumenical Gnostic Order? If I will join, how fast will I become enlightened? Or, let's say, if I practice a specific spiritual practice, gaano kabilis akong mag-a-ascend? Okay? How fast will I become an ascended being? How fast will I be reunited with God or the one ultimate reality or the source? How fast will I become illumined just like Jesus or just like Buddha, no? So these are most of the time the questions that people are asking me. Now, if you are one of those people who are asking how fast ako magiging enlightened, how fast ako mag-a-ascend, you are actually not getting it. You are not getting the reason why people embark on a spiritual journey or why people are practicing spirituality and following a specific spiritual path. According to my teacher, no? According to my Gnostic teacher, according to my Tzaddik, his Tzaddik or his spiritual teacher or mentor or guru told him also that there is no goal but the path. The path is the goal. There is no goal but the path. Take the path as the goal. Now, if we come to think of it, ano ba ang path? Diba the path is something that you, let's say, embark onto a journey so that you get from point A to point B. Tama? Point A to point B. So, the journey that you need to embark is the path. Tama? That's why you are in a path because you are trying to get from point A to point B. However, according to my teacher, according to my Tzaddik, to my spiritual mentor, there is no goal but the path. But you need to take the path as the goal. It took me 7 years before I realized what is this all about. Let's say, for example, if you are singing a song, what happens? When you are singing a song, you enjoy the song because of its melody, because of its rhythm, because of its arrangement, because of the combination of all the elements on that specific song, right? However, does the speed of the song affect the quality of the song? Di ba hindi? Most of the time, in this modern day and age, most songs are only 2 to 3 minutes, right? Noong unang panahon, yung mga songs ay mahahaba, di ba? Just like, the Moonlight Sonata, Mozart's music, Pachelbel, Ludwig van Beethoven and stuff. But the point there is, you listen to a song, you sing a song, not to reach the last note of the song, but actually to enjoy the whole song. Tama? When you dance, do you dance because the goal of the dance is to have the final step as soon as possible? Or do you dance because when you dance, you are able to express yourself no matter the length of the dance is? Tama? So meaning to say, regardless if the song is long or short, regardless if the dance is long or short, the goal there is for you to dance or for you to sing a song or to listen to that song. Now, what am I trying to say here is that if you're in a spiritual path or if you're in a spiritual journey, it is always given that there is a starting point and there is an end point. Just like in our life, there is birth and there is death. I'm talking about, the holistic physical reality. So meaning to say, life will not be complete without death. Diba? The dance will not be complete without the first step and the last step, right? The song will not be completed without the first note and the end note. So meaning to say that in between the first note and the last note, the first step and the last step, in between birth and death, what happens in between is life. And that is the journey. That is the path. Diba? According sa mentor ko dati sa networking, no? Sabi niya, success is not found at the end of the road. Success is actually found in the journey. Meron din nakapagsabi sa akin dati na happiness is not found at the end of the road, but happiness is found within the journey. Alright, so what am I trying to say here is that the goal is not the end of the road, but the goal itself is the path. Just like in meditation, no? The sole purpose of meditation is meditation itself. It's not to become happy, to become enlightened, or anything, to become energized, to recharge. No, the purpose of meditation is meditation itself. So the purpose of you being on a spiritual path, not because in the end you will become enlightened or you will ascend, so to speak, but is actually to be grounded here and now in the present moment in your journey. Okay. Two things: enlightenment and ascension. There's a good news and there's a bad news. Depends on how you look at it. Good news is enlightenment can be experienced right here and now. Ascension is something that you will experience at the end of the road, at the end of your journey. Explain ko yan. How do we experience enlightenment? How are we able to have that enlightenment experience? It's actually just very easy. It's very simple. If you are living in the present moment, right here, right now, you are in an enlightened state. But as soon as you shift away from that, you become unenlightened, so to speak. Because enlightenment is not a static object. It is like a river. It is free-flowing. If you are in a river, diba, you cannot step on the same water twice. Enlightenment is this. Sit down, close your eyes, and just focus on your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. If a thought enters, just let it slip away. Don't entertain the thought, and don't push it back. Just let it flow. Just go back to your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Once you are in that state, you are actually in an enlightened state. That is the experience of enlightenment. Enlightenment is right here, right now. Humans, by our own truest nature, we are already enlightened. Enlightenment is just being at the present moment. Alright? However, once you open your eyes and you go about your daily task or daily routine, that sense of enlightenment fades away and you become quote unquote mundane again. But actually, in the absolute non-duality, you are enlightenment. Enlightenment is just being right here, right now. Most of the people, we thought that we are not enlightened because we are not living at the present moment. We're always thinking about the past, our past regrets, our memories about the past, our regrets in the past, and also most of us are thinking about the future, our anxieties about the future, our dreams for the future, our fears for the future. So we are physically present right here, but we are what? Traveling back and forth either on our pasts or to the future. So we are not grounded at the present moment. That's why it seems that we are unenlightened. But we are enlightened, really. But this is a very tricky, this is a very tricky idea, because once you have grasped this in an intellectual level, your ego will rise up. And your ego will try to think that, hey, I am enlightened. I am God. I am Guruji. You need to worship me because I am enlightened. I have realized this. But no, if once you think about that, then you get back to square one. You really don't get it. All right. So being at the present moment in your purest, pristine state, you are already enlightened. Now, what is ascension? Ascension is actually the process whereby your soul has reached the peak of what we call spiritual evolution. It's wherein, all your karma has already been dissolved, and it's the time wherein you are also able to take the enlightened awareness, not by closing your eyes, but you take that enlightenment experience even when your eyes are open and you are living in the present moment. And in your life, all the decisions that you are making in your life, the way you communicate with others, you have brought that enlightenment experience with you. And it is a gradual process. It is a gradual process of, bringing forth that enlightened state within you. And it does not happen overnight. It does not happen in one lifetime. Sometimes it takes several lifetimes before you will be able to fully manifest the enlightened state while you are awake. And there are only a few people that we see who have embodied that. Master Jesus, Prince Siddhartha Gautama, or the Buddha, and other enlightened masters that maybe we haven't known about. But that's actually the reality. No? It is a process. It is a gradual process of unfolding. Right? Of unfolding the Christ nature, or the Buddha nature, the Christ consciousness, or the indwelling light that is within us all. And ascension, by the way, is the end of that journey, at least in the physical world. So when a person, or a soul rather, is already ready to ascend to the, let's say, higher realms and be reunited again with the source, or with God, or with the one ultimate reality, and experience oneness, most likely that person will already embody a full enlightened state here in this world, whereby that person will live, quote unquote, just like Master Jesus or the Lord Buddha. Ganun yun. So once a person is already on that state, that person is already ready to ascend. No? That's according to the records that we found in scriptures, both in Western esoteric tradition and in Eastern esoteric tradition. Different terms, they've been using different terms in their scriptures, but same process. I'm just trying to simplify this so that everyone will have a grasp of it. So once that person is already on that state, that person is already ready to merge. The consciousness of that person is already ready to merge with the one ultimate reality, or God. However, Yun nga sinasabi ko. The goal of your spiritual path is not to be like that. Because if we go back to the scriptures, I have said you are gods and all of you are children of the Most High. We are children of God. We are created with the same energy consciousness as the one ultimate reality or God. Our existence here in this world is actually an expression of the divine. So meaning, kung galing tayo sa divine, we already came from that realm, ba't tayo nagmamadali na bumalik? Having you thought of that? Diba? You are here because what? Because you have a purpose. And what is your purpose? You also don't have a purpose. The purpose is you. Your existence is the purpose. Is there a divine plan? There is no divine plan. You are the divine plan. So whatever you do here, that adds up to the experience, to the collective experience of the divine. So meaning to say, your existence right here, right now, is meant for you to be able to express God. You are an expression of God, so you express God here in this world. The reason why we practice our spiritual practices, because first, we are spiritual beings. And we are just living temporarily in this world as humans. But we are eternal beings. Our existence right here, right now, is for experience. And we practice our spirituality so that we are grounded, quote-unquote grounded, so that we don't just, do random stuff around. We need to be what? Connected to the divine that is actually within us and within everything and everyone. Take the path as the goal. The goal is actually the path. Kung pabilisan lang pala ang music or ang pagsasayaw, di sana yung mga composers, they're just composing songs as like 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds song, di ba? But no. You listen to the song because you want to have that experience of the song. You need to have that experience. You want to have that experience. You want to be immersed with the experience. And not because you want to hear the final note. Of course, before a song will be made manifest, it needs to have a beginning and an end. But your goal is not to reach the end of the song, but the entire song itself. And that is also our purpose here. That is also the reason why we are here. And that's also the reason why we are practicing our spiritual practices. Not because we want to be fast in ascending or be fast in attaining enlightenment, which is attainable right here, right now. But we are here practicing our spiritual practices for us to be grounded, for us to be able to fully embody God right here, right now. God is love. And so, our purpose right here, right now, is to be able to express this love. And we need to master love, because love is the highest form of wisdom, until such time wherein we master this one and we are ready to ascend back to the source. Hanggat hindi pa yun nangyayari, let's enjoy life as it is. When I say enjoy life, that doesn't mean na bara-bara na lang, no? Gumawa tayo ng hindi magagandang bagay sa kapwa natin. Hindi. We are practicing spirituality so that we are grounded. So that we will always be remembered of our true heritage, our godly DNA, right here, right now, in this realm. Ascension, it will surely come. Everyone will ascend. But, yun nga lang, hindi tayo sabay-sabay. So what? You are right here, right now, and you are created in the image and likeness of God. Psalm 82 verse 6, I have said you are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. And let us live according to that. We are the children of God, and so let us love one another right here, right now. Enlightenment, ascension, saka na yan. Let's experience God while we are here by spreading love to one another. Namaste.